I've had enough. Okay? I've seriously had enough of not being able to fucking see. Okay?
Are you going to get your...
Getting LASIK and you can't stop me.
It's not like cutting your hair. Like, I didn't want you to... No, I don't want you to see. I don't want you to see.
Honestly, I wish that Taylor's eyesight was worse. Because then she wouldn't be able to see how ugly I truly am. Because
no, that's...
Look at this outfit that I definitely...
So the fact that she can see clearly and she still dates you, that's an angel right there.
Nice. I agree.
Hey,
but you know what they say?
I hope that gets you. I'm trying to help you out. I hope that
Thanks.
gets you.
I'm gonna send this to her directly and not leave it in the podcast where everyone can see it.
Welcome into the Really Randumb podcast. I'm Colton Pettyjohn, and that's Drew Bowden.
We did it. Why are you so quiet? I feel like you didn't give me that much energy.
Let's try this again.
Okay. I want you to break the goddamn audio Technicas.
Ready?
Go. Yep.
No.
Here we go. It's like, if 3 inches is you, you better not raise your voice to me. Like, let me tell you.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Ready? Welcome into the Really Randumb podcast. I'm Colton Pettyjohn, and that's Drew Bowden.
Yeah, I like that one.
Hey, and
nice.
Let's start off by saying Mom, Dad, Gwendolyn DeVere, Doug,
hey,
and
Lisa, and Gwendolyn DeVin.
And Gwendolyn
and Patrick Father Bolton.
Yeah. Don't listen to this podcast because we are going to talk mad shit about you the whole time.
No.
We're literally talking shit about our parents the whole episode.
This one, because I tried to wear this exact outfit when I was younger.
And they wouldn't let
They wouldn't let me. And now look at me. I've got 14 people watching. But does it not look like these outfits are like outfits that whenever you put it on as a kid and you're like, I'm wearing this to school. And your parents are like, nope, change. But would you rather I be wearing this or me showing some neck? It's one or the other.
I think either way, CPS is probably going to be called.
Ah, yes. I know what that means.
That's child protection.
Oh, right.
But you know what's funny about this is, so I've had these pants for a long time.
Truck fit, baby.
Like 10 years. And
Oops.
this is going to make me sound like a whore or something. But like I've had a couple of girlfriends in that span.
Whoa.
And every time I pull these out, I've yet to have a girlfriend that likes these pants.
Well,
there's been zero. They're like, oh no, never. And I honestly am surprised that my ex didn't throw these away along with the cargo shorts.
Those I understand because you never ever wear these, and the only time you do is one time you wore them on stage, and I was like, those are like musician pants, and you were filling the role just like you fill the front of those with your massive. Okay.
Jesus.
No, but also those are my favorite set of pants that you have. And have I ever once said, ew, you're wearing those?
No. And that is why I'm eventually going to marry you.
All right.
So
help.
I don't even know why.
Help. Oh, hey, sorry.
Hey.
Help. Please,
I thought you were
down.
Into this.
Oh, well, you're into me. So, and guess what?
In.
Yeah. Oh, you're editing. Anyway, so what's up, dude? I feel like I haven't seen you since, yesterday or today.
Yeah. I mean,
it's crazy.
Or yeah. I mean,
I don't know if y'all know this, but we are friends outside of the podcast.
We spend some time together.
Did you know that we're friends?
A little bit.
You can talk to me if you'd like.
Now that you have a girlfriend, it's like all of a sudden I'm not as important.
I'm nodding if you're listening.
Oh, you're agreeing?
Well, yeah. I
was waiting for you to say no. Like, here's the thing.
Oh no,
it's the beginning of the relationship. I just need to make sure
Yeah.
that like everything's. But you know that you're my number one.
Oh, okay. Let's try that again,
Okay.
and we're gonna cut all that out. So let's start it again.
Here's the thing. The fact ever since you've gotten a girlfriend, I just feel like, you don't appreciate me as much, and you don't like me as like you're spending more time with her.
Oh.
As if I'm being replaced.
Oh, well, all of that is true. Go yourself. Just kidding. No, you're always my number All right.
My number.
I'm just gonna fill it in with whatever number you feel like whenever you're editing.
Okay, I'll put
69.
By the way, I edited the last episode, and I put in subtitles for this one part.
It was too early.
Yeah, no, you went through and edited, like you edited a chunk out, and you moved it. To where and you
well I ripple deleted. I mean, it's people can go, no one's watching, no one was like that was off, except for whenever I watched it I went, wow, why didn't Colton move that?
No, I know, but I was like when I saw it I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
because I know for a fact I put it in the right place.
That was my fault. But so speaking of subtitles, I have one for you real quick. I don't remember exactly where it is, but do you see the line that says wiener dog something? Don't say it yet. I think it's like the third or fourth one or fifth one or sixth one.
Oh, it's down there. Yeah.
Okay, so I only know this dog as a wiener dog, and I have heard the actual pronunciation, but how do you say that word?
So I thought they were Dachshunds, right?
Yeah, so I always read that as Dachshund. Because I never knew. I had never seen it and had no idea. And when people were like, yeah, I have a dachshund, it was just how you're supposed to say it. Dachshund. Doxon.
Dachshund.
Yeah, like that looks like Dachshund.
Well,
Dachshund.
Greg, his whole family only had those little wiener pups.
Yeah, so whenever people were like, I have a dachshund, or however the hell they said it, I was like, oh, like I knew of Dachshund, but I didn't know that it was the wiener dog. So I didn't know if you had ever seen that and been like, oh yeah, Dachshunds.
I don't know why it's.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's like Rendezvous. Like it's spelled like Rendezvous, but it's rendezvous, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Yeah. And I was just like, why? I just get mad at the English language. I don't even think that's English, is it? Aren't they from like Italy or something?
I feel like that's like Dutch or something.
Italia. Oh, well, double Dutch. Double Dutch rotor.
No, you
What's
can't.
that? You want to explain
what
that
it is? I'm not explaining it.
Everyone should Google what a double Dutch rotor is on their work computer right now.
And also, right after that, a rusty trombone. So,
yes.
Wait,
that's a boat horn. Oh, these pants, real quick. Sorry, I cut off the. They have fat thighs.
Oh yeah, breathable.
Zippers. Yeah. So. What if
one of your
unzip this, you saw like a lace thing go across. Like
I was thinking, band. Like I see your wang, and I was like, "There's no way.
There's no wang.
There's no Vera wang. I have sheets.
Your sheets.
I spent way too much on them.
Are they green? And do they bring you?
Okay, that's not even funny. So the first one you have up here says, "Thanks, not." Thanks.
Okay. So let me reiterate, or let me explain. I can explain.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So I got an email like 40 weeks ago, it seems like, because I wrote this like 800 years ago, and we're just now recording another episode. And, whenever you say your gratitude to somebody, you want to be excited about it, right? You want to go,
sure,
hey, thank you. What is the punctuation mark you would put at the end of that sentence? Hey, thank you.
I mean, I don't know.
Like, what would you do if you were like happy about it?
What? Exclamation mark?
Correct. That is 100% correct. And I got an email, and does this not seem condescending? But they were like, and I don't know this person, so again, it's hard to, how it's like hard to tell what someone's saying over text or email, or when your father's screaming at you that you don't matter. You're like, I don't know what you mean. Right?
But are you mad?
But are you mad at me? No, I'm disappointed. Oh, that's a stinger too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So I got an email that was like, the way I was reading it, it sounded like they were being condescending. But it also could have been like they were really, really genuinely happy that I'm helping them. Because I was helping them figure out, it was something to do with work. And then the email back said, wow, I really appreciate you going step by step and explaining it to me. Thanks. But it was all periods and no exclamations or anything like that. And I don't know this person. So I was like, this guy's a dick.
So did you read it as, Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I
Wow.
really appreciate you going step by step. Like I'm a idiot.
Yes.
Thanks.
That is.
Dude, that's exactly how I would read it.
Yes,
I'd be like,
I know. And I was, okay, yeah. And then you write back, you go, wow, I really thought I was helping you. And then they read it as me being happy. They're like, wow, I really didn't know I was helping you. And you're like, they think I'm the nicest person. I think that they're a dickhead. But I think it's the same with text too. If I'm being kind of mean to somebody, but I throw an LOL in there to make it not as sting so hard. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't wait to never see you again, Colton, because I hate you, LOL.
Hey. No, I do you
ever had a dream
you ever wait, yeah. Are you, when it comes to text and stuff like that, do you use the same rules as email?
No.
Like, are you as formal? Do you always do a period or
it depends. Like, if it's a sentence that doesn't need an exclamation, then I won't do it. But like with text, I'll be like, I'll put LOLs and ha 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 ha's, but I won't put that in an email.
Yeah.
What about this one? Do you like this one? If you say you send someone an email and then they ask you a question because the answer was in what you sent, and then you get to hit them back with, per my last email.
Yes. Oh man.
That's basically like the nice way of saying, were you even listening? Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because being in like the corporate work world,
which we both are, and that's nuts.
Everyone, like, a lot of people do a really good job of like, they do this like smile face and they're like, hey, I'm happy to help. But like there's the underlying like, go fuck yourself. So like in the emails, you can read like the, I'm super fucking annoyed right now.
Oh yeah.
But I am going to handle this in a polite response. There have been a bunch of emails. Like when I was in customer service, we would, when a customer would want something, like we would give what we would call a lead time. And that was the time that we estimated it would take to make this product and then ship it out the door. So if you have a lead time of like 90 days, it'll take 3 months for us to make it and ship it out to you.
Okay.
So everything in our system has the lead time. So you can look up whatever it is that you order and you can see how long it's probably going to take.
You can like look it up online or in your system or whatever. Okay.
And so some people just don't give a shit about lead times. And they order it today and they want it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
When it takes, like, we don't have any of the, the material. We have to get everything in. And so there would be times where, like, subtly, we would say something like, we'll do our best to get this shipped to you within a week when the lead time is
90 days.
Like, kind of saying, like, hey, asshole, you know that it's going to take longer, but we're going to do our best to meet your outrageous request because you don't know how to plan your fucking business.
That reminds
but
me...
it's just like the very subtle ways that you can say something and you can't really get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you're being diplomatic or being polite or whatever the hell you want to call it. But that earlier, whenever you were like, yeah, they're smiling, but behind their smile, they're like, go fuck yourself. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that one clip of Chris Paul? It's zoomed in on his face at the end of a game. Like he either got beat a bunch or beat the other team. And he was like, he looks at them. He's like, and then when they turn around, he goes,
yeah, it was,
he was immediately is pissed again. He's like,
so it was Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr like came up and like made a joke to him. And he was like,
oh God, really?
Yeah. Dude, it was tough. I was like, oh,
that's tough. And then, I was gonna say something else, but I really wanted to touch on that, but I forgot now.
Also, so I don't know why it's not the same, but when I read the thanks, not thanks, it made me think of what annoys us like crazy. And I know that we've probably already talked about it before, but it was like very, very early on. But, and it's not as bad anymore. But the whole sorry, not sorry.
Oh yeah,
dude, that is when someone's like, sorry, but I'm not sorry.
I want to punch you in the toilet.
Yeah, I don't.
it's always women.
So,
I think.
but the problem to me about that, and like we've talked about before, like it's not that you said that, it's that you've heard a billion people use that phrase and it's become popular, and so now you're just saying it because everyone else has already said it before.
Yeah.
Like you could say something and it wouldn't bother me, and then the moment it becomes the thing to say, then now I'm annoyed because you're only saying it because everyone else says it, and you're just trying to be a sheep, which I mean,
sheep.
Most of us are.
I am for sure. I think
it's weird. It's like sometimes we try to convince ourselves that we're like original and we're our own person and we're very unique and independent. And it's like, no, you're doing what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, but
you're just following in line.
But my argument to that is, have you seen what we're wearing? Has anyone ever?
No one's wearing this shit.
We're
original.
We're
unique. There's no one like us.
Nobody has a podcast, and no one's ever worn a hat. Ironically, what if you know what? I think this is going to be my new fit.
I like it.
Sorry, not sorry, Colton.
Okay, God.
Do you ever?
I was gonna come back up.
Do you ever have phrases that, I guess it's kind of like what you said, but anytime I hear a phrase like that, do you ever picture the last person that said it to you and meant it, and it's like burned in your memory? Does it give you a memory, or does it remind you of someone that said it before? I know I said this already.
There are some like sayings or phrases that I like. I know when I say it, it makes me think of that person.
Yes.
Like there are a few things of like friends or exes that they would have these particular like catchphrases that because I spent so much time with them, sometimes I pick up on those. Like I used to say, "That's so cute."
Oh, of course.
And
wasn't that Chris?
Yeah, but it was. I found out about that through my ex.
Oh.
And she would always say like, "Oh, that's so cute."
Oh, but so that's cute to say.
Yeah. So sometimes like when I say something, I'll say it, and then like right after I say it, I'm like, "Oh,
bitch."
No.
Don't worry, you can cut that out.
By the way,
yeah, what is that? I wanted to know.
Dill pickle.
Maybe I'll drink it.
Dill pickle.
Oh, I want to talk about this. This is kind of. Well, never mind. You go, and then I'll talk about it.
Dill pickle hard cider. Everyone's trying to make a hard cider. Like,
and they're also trying to put pickles in everything. Like I do what you're supposed to do and shove pickles in your ass.
Yeah, that's where they go.
Oh,
and then you pull them out and they're a cucumber, right?
Yeah, and then you can put them in a cider.
All right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's
it's liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Dude, I can smell that.
It tastes more like cucumber.
Jesus. Cucumber water.
Cucumber
water.
Have you ever put cucumbers on your eyes? And I'm not talking about my Jesus, dude. Can we stop talking about my on your face for 1 minute? That happened one time. I thought you were asleep.
I've gotten better at acting asleep, huh? Dude,
you're like this. I was like, I didn't know that you slept with your mouth wide open the whole time.
I knew it was you, and there's no way I opened my mouth.
You're like this. You're like,
I was like,
God.
Sometimes I forget that we have a podcast that goes out into the public.
Yeah, some people actually watch this.
We do. We watch it a lot. Also, have you noticed that sometimes when I say something to put emphasis on it, I go like this? Mm-hmm. I just don't. I was watching. Well, I say like I made Taylor start watching these, but she's actually really. Hi, by the way. She has been like, can we watch your pods? And then I showed her the videos that we've done a long time ago.
Oh God,
I know. And I was like, and I paused one of the podcasts, and she goes, "What are you doing?" Like she got genuinely upset at me for pausing it.
I love that. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something.
I forgot. Are you surprised?
No.
I was gonna say something.
Okay, so
it was about my spinny head.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So randomly, because I'm old, I guess now, I started getting dizzy out of nowhere, and didn't really understand why. And I think anyway. So I noticed that it was in the morning, And anytime I woke up, I would just randomly open my eyes and the room would be spinning. And I'm like, I haven't even had anything to drink. So I was like, maybe I did and I forgot that I did and I'm still hungover. Or I guess being hungover never did that to me. Anyway, so long story short, I ended up finding out that I have vertigo or whatever the hell it was. They gave me some sort of scientifical thing, but it was like vertigonius testicles or something. It was weird. And
what's wrong with your testicles?
They were they were horizontal. Oh, testicular torsion.
Oh,
hey, that
sounds like my nightmare.
Imagine if you were a woman and had testicular torsion.
Then you probably need to. Actually, anyone can be whatever they
want to be.
Oh,
that's right. Never mind.
Whatever.
What I meant
genitals.
was just a normal sentence that we can talk about. Yeah, my daughter got testicular torsion last week. It was really...
Yeah, and I don't know why you're making that face.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's normal.
I also don't have a daughter, so who the fuck is that little girl? I should stop putting random children in my car. But anyway, so I ended up having vertigo, and if you've ever had it, it's fucking weird, and I just got really dizzy out of nowhere. And I swear I felt like my eyes were going like this. And I don't know if I ever looked at you when I had it, but do you ever notice it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I would always like sit up, or if I sat up too fast or moved my head, it would be like I was drunk and my vision would catch up. And I'd be like, oh. And then every morning I would stand up and immediately start to lean over to one side.
That's weird.
It was so nuts, and they don't really know why it happens. I guess maybe they do, but I took this medicine and then I'm good now. But I haven't been drinking, so that brings me to this. I wanted to try it.
Well, you can just try to have a sip. It's not going to kill you.
All right. What if I did and I was like yeah? Yeah, because whenever you opened it, I was like, oh.
I mean, you're not going to like it.
Oh, okay. The only reason I won't like it is because it's only 5% alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't hate that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Wow. What is it called?
It tastes more cucumbery. We have a bunch.
Rio Fresco hard seltzer. Oh, it's made in Denton. Nice.
Yeah.
This part of the podcast sucks.
Okay. So speaking of Rio whatever.
Fresco.
I mean, this has nothing to do with it, but so the other day I was on a run.
Uh-oh.
Because I work out.
Oh, I was like,
And
did
I'm in
our
really good shape.
audio stop? Well,
no,
I'm looking at you. I don't think that's true.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, I was on a run because I get depressed and I'm trying to run away from my anxiety. So I was on a run.
Is it working?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't help. Still want to kill myself. So...
Still want to kill myself.
So,
if you're ever sad and want to kill yourself, just start singing your sadness, and it doesn't do anything for you. It's just, it just helps you get a little bit more silly, just like us. Colton, go ahead. I stole your story. But
I was running through the neighborhood, and we have like a decent amount of construction going on. They're about to finish the last part of the neighborhood, and so we shouldn't have as much construction going on. But with that being said, there's a lot of, when they build houses, they decide to like throw all the shit in the yard.
Yeah.
Like the beer cans, like everything, like they don't clean up anything. It just like the acreage, like, or the lot itself is just
a trash
one
can.
Big like landfill. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyways, it was at the end of the day and they were getting done with the job. And a lot of those contracting companies, whatever, they have they have those big white vans.
Yes.
Or they'll have like the worker type trucks or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Like the long beds and shit.
Yeah. But a lot of times there will be like they'll carpool there. Mm-hmm. So a bunch of people will be in one vehicle. And I've noticed that a lot of times with those white vans, it'll be like cut off to where there's a barrier to where the back is where you put all your tools, and they have like a metal barrier where the front 2 seats are. So you can't get to the back from there.
Why?
There's like a cage thing. I don't know. Huh. It just separates it.
I've never noticed that.
But like I said, they like to pile a lot of people in there, and so
like all in the front. Never mind. I'll save my questions for the end.
So what I noticed is there were a couple times, and it happened again, where I would see 3 people sitting in like a 2-person area.
Oh.
And there would be a person in the middle, and they would be like sitting on something in the middle. But I don't know why I think it's so fucking funny when a person is sitting like riding bitch.
Yes.
When they're sitting in the middle. Because when I walk past, like, or when I was running past this guy or these guys pulling out, dude, the way that the guy was sitting, he looked he was just like, he was like this. And I was like, he looks like such a little bit. He's just like, I'm so uncomfortable. I don't know why, but what is it about sitting in the middle of 2 people?
Yeah.
That makes you look like, dude, you're such a bitch.
And why is that so gay?
I don't know.
Sorry, we're trying to save space. What was the thing like? So what if we want to share a hotel room? So if I want to save $1, my homosexuality comes into question.
Yeah.
Like, why is that a thing? I do like that it's called riding bitch, though. I guess because you have the smallest seat or something.
Yeah, and it always looks like anytime you see someone in the middle seat, it always, well, not always, but a lot of times it looks like they're trying to like conserve space to not like touch against
someone,
other people.
If I sit in the middle seat on an airplane, I don't give a fuck if my legs are touching both of the people.
So I will do everything in my power not to sit. I like sitting on the outside.
Oh, well,
I
sure,
don't like to sit on the. Some people like the window seat. I don't want that. I don't want the middle.
Well, you have a little baby boy bladder.
Yeah, I was about to say I want to be able to get up and go pee whenever I want, and not bug anyone. By the way, also I think it's kind of bullshit that I've always been like on the smaller side of things, you know, skinnier or whatever. And so everyone just assumes, like, oh, you're skinny, so you can sit in the middle.
Well, gain some skinny bitch.
That's not fair.
That's
what
the price
kind of
you
logic
pay.
Is that?
That's the price you pay for being attractive and thin.
No.
Okay, that's why
That's
I
not
always
what it
get
is.
the outer seat.
So, but think about it this way: you're taking up the same amount of space, no matter what order you're put in. So why am I put in the middle? We're still taking up the same amount of room. We're just changing the placement of who's where.
You know, I've never thought about it that way. I think it's because you get... I don't know. Huh.
They just think because you're smaller, you can... well, that's what you get.
When you let your heart win. Yeah. No, but... okay, so think about it this way. If Kyle, Dylan, and you were all in the back seat, where the do you think you're sitting?
I'm always gonna straddle them and lay across them.
Sorry, what I should have said is, if you were a normal person, where would you be? Well, if you were sitting on the right side, I think just a bigger guy in the middle, since it's kind of always like a hump, I guess.
Yeah,
it's never really like. Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know.
Flatten it out, car makers. Jesus.
Car. They're listening.
What are they? Car
manufacturers.
Yep. Car manufacturers. Jesus.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
And their testicular torsion. Yeah. Why? But I always imagine you're either cheeks or straddle. So this is the seat.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what kind of seat. Are you talking about your Sibian again? I feel like we talk a lot about.
So when I'm sitting on my Sibian and there's not enough room on either side, I got distracted. No, but I think it's just like if the bigger guys are sitting on the middle seat, they're going to be like lopsided, like if they're sitting on a wallet. That reminds me of Seinfeld when George sat on his wallet and he was like this.
Yes. By the way, hey, not having a wallet has changed my life.
What? Oh, you have it on your phone, yeah?
I have it on my phone. I put my card and everything on the back of my phone. And
I don't really need my wallet. I should probably do the damn same thing.
Yeah, I like it took me a couple years of it, but it got to a point where I would like it would like hurt. It would kind of like bug me and kind of mess up my. So I imagine years of sitting on a wallet like unevenly, it could probably
well, it does
throw you all into scoliosis land.
Yeah, it throws you off kilter. I've heard like studies about that. Like I'm not even kidding. They've done that and they've showed that men's spines throughout the years have gotten better.
And research shows that if you take your wallet and shove it up your
ass. Knew it. As soon as you started saying research, I was like, oh no, this is something that I need to listen to.
Then it evens it out.
If you shove it up your ass.
So okay, so
what you got
this
next?
is a really good one. I like this.
Is this you or me? Is this mine? That's me? Okay, I'm going to guess what it is.
But, so,
I don't know.
I'm going to start this by using a personal experience, and then we'll move into it.
Okay.
So
can we go fishing in these exact hats, by the way, soon?
Please.
Okay, great. We've been talking about it, and I'm gay.
Dude, let's do it. Hey, what else do we do? We sit around. We do nothing. We could fish.
Why don't we do a fishing podcast?
We need to.
Like strictly talk about fishing, baiting.
I mean, we talk for 2 minutes and then
then we'd be
like so there you use a hook.
Colton, I just thought of the name for it. ReallyRandumb podcast. Real REEL. Come
I like
on.
That. The really.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Dumb. I can't think of a fish.
So
Carpe diem. That would be sorry. I'm still thinking of fish puns. Like DM, carpe diem. Never mind.
Carpe diem is
I know
not a fish.
I know, but carp isn't it? Or
yes.
carpe or something. That's what I was trying to get, and I'm sorry that I watched a movie that sucked.
Okay, so
it's not your fault.
It's not your fault. So this has nothing to do with being cool, but my dad, every time he smiles in a picture, he does not use his teeth.
Yeah, he goes.
And most of the time sometimes he smiles more now than ever, but before he used to, when you took pictures, he would just like in our family portraits, he would just sit there and just be like,
the reason is because he was ashamed of what he brought into this world.
Well, and also, he definitely had one of those faces. My dad's like one of the nicest people I've ever met. He's so nice and funny, and
nice is good.
Well, maybe not fun, but he is very welcoming, and most people that meet him enjoy his company. But when I would have a bunch of friends growing up, elementary, middle school, high school, that would say like, your dad has that, like, not the resting bitch face, but like the resting, like,
jerk dad.
Like almost like mean, like kind of like a scowl look on his face. And I always thought that too, like his just resting face kind of scared me because I was like,
yeah.
And it also scared me because
he used to beat the shit out of me.
How much he used to beat me. So
sorry, I stepped on your punchline. Go do it again. No, I feel bad. That's my best friend. Guys, I never let Colton finish his fucking sentences. So we're going to start that again. Colton, go ahead.
No. It was good. But
you want to step on one of mine later?
No. I just like that you knew where I was going with that.
Well, I was going to make it if you weren't.
But so why does it make why do people think it's cool to not smile
in a picture
during pictures?
Yeah.
And also,
I don't know.
Why do people also think it's cool to not care or to not like? Have you ever noticed that? Like
a lyric? Oh, I thought you were going too young to something, too cool to not care or something.
No. But have you ever noticed like the people that we tend to as a society think are so cool are people the ones that don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? They're just like the people that you see, like the rappers or the whatever, like they don't care about nothing. They're like, God,
yeah,
dude, they're
that
so cool.
That dude's a badass.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think it's because some people like that, or I'm in a loop. Some people are so tight-assed or wound up that they think that people that don't care are cool because they want to be like them and not be so tight-assed.
So I think you're on the right path. Like, I think people hate that they care so much, or they spend so much time thinking about and worrying about things that they wish that they could be a person that just let everything roll off their back. Which, what's funny is most of the people I feel like that are like that aren't actually like that. Oh, like they put up a front that like everything's cool, and then behind closed doors they're like, oh my God, why don't they love me?
I think that goes along with the like people that are genuinely happy on like a podcast or videos or something, but in like really when you're not recording, you really want to die, and you don't really have a purpose or really know what the meaning of your life is. And you go to work Monday through Friday in Carrollton, and you sit at a computer all day writing insurance estimates, and then you go home.
I was trying so hard not to.
I was too. I was like,
no, but all those things are real. I want to kill myself. Yeah. So
I think my favorite thing you've adopted is the singing, the or the
there are.
When you did that with your hat, it looked like Crocodile Dundee or whatever the hell.
There are.
Oh yes, dude, tighten that shit up like that. That's hot. You know what's going on down under for me. Oh, wait, can you do that with it? Oh, shit, dude. That actually no, that sucks. Loosen it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you should be a stripper. Well, now that looks fucking weird. No, I don't like it now. Loosen it a little bit. Wait, look at me.
I want you to loosen.
All right.
You can't see anything.
I feel like you have been dancing on Like Mike. Like Mike. What is the fucking movie I'm talking about?
Like Mike.
Michael. Like Mike.
Like Mike.
The strippers?
Magic Mike.
Like Mike was that basketball movie.
The little kid. Bow Wow, right?
Oh, Bow Wow, yes. I love that movie, though.
So good.
Remember that one, The Burn, where he was like, man, you're in a man's league. And then this was Jason Kidd said it to him. He was like, you're in a man's league. And then Lil Bow Wow comes back and goes, I'm not the one with kid on my jersey.
So dumb.
I was
do you remember the part? You remember the part where Dirk comes up to him and is like, "Hey, can you sign an autograph for my
daughter,
niece, or whatever?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, what's her name?" And he's like, Dirk. That's so dumb.
That's so good. I love that. Don't you ever talk shit about Dirk in your life?
No, I won't.
Okay, good. But yeah, going back to the picture thing. So you want to know what sprouted this journey that we're going on right now? Why I wrote this on there?
Tell me.
Was back in the day, Colton Pettijohn used to make the same face in every single picture.
What?
He used to do this. Ready? If you're watching at home, ready? If you go back to about 2012, 13.
Oh God.
Colton Pettijohn would do this. I can't even do it. I'm laughing. Colton Pettijohn would make this face in every photo. You know what face I'm talking about?
No, I'm. Oh yeah. Well, so
I was like, Colton, smile, have a good time, but also
here's the problem.
I'm a hypocrite though. Also, but we'll come back to that.
So I will clue you into why I did that. For the longest time, I was super insecure about my smile, and I didn't think I had a good smile. I would literally spend hours, I'm not kidding you, in front of a mirror practicing my smile.
Dude, I don't feel like that you're the only one that does that. I've never done it personally because I'm not a fucking loser, but I think that there are a lot more people that are genuinely photogenic make me sick. Because I know that they have practiced and they were like, so I always feel like I look so fat when I smile.
No,
or just in general.
I just think when you smile, if you just try to smile, it doesn't feel like you. It feels like you're fake. Like it's not a real smile unless you're like,
yeah. No, I'm like,
for me, it took me forever and until I legitimately remember one of the first pictures where I was like, I think I found it. And
that's a good feeling. That's a good day.
With we took pictures. It was me, you, Elise, and
oh
Whitney.
Yes, yep.
And we took a picture.
Platonic.
And after that picture, I was like, that's a decent picture.
Oh, you found it. And then
from there, I was like, I think I figured out how to smile. Every once in a while, I'm like, that wasn't a great smile.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that, and I don't know if this is the same for everyone, but the key to a good smile for me is, because I always thought like when you smile, you're supposed to like grit your, like put your teeth down together, like close it and be like, but you've got to keep a little gap there.
Yeah,
like,
I do that. Yeah.
Like,
Like
open
this?
up. No, just open them just a little bit to where it kind of still looks like your mouth is kind of closed, but it's like it's just a little bit of room to where it doesn't look like you're like clenching down super hard.
Yeah. How about when people smile like this? And we know, there's one guy that we both make fun of that does that all the time, who does not know how to smile.
Who?
You got to cut this.
I will cut it. Oh yeah.
He's like,
dude, I have a pic.
Or how about when people smile and they got too much gum going on? Like, color that shit in.
That's tough because you can't really control that, but
or at least warn me.
There is something to it, and I don't hate you for it.
Oh no.
But the tooth to gum ratio is a very real thing. If your tooth to gum ratio is when you smile in a picture.
I thought you were talking about me.
No. I'm just saying when you smile in a picture, the gum ratio needs to be like maybe like 10.
Yeah, you got to have
10%.
Less than 20. Yeah. 20, I'm giving you 10.
If you see any more and it's just purely tooth and gum, that's it. If you see any more than about 20%, just maybe. And
what do you do?
Some
like,
people,
what can you do? Can you shave your gums?
No. But some people have naturally like more gum showing or whatever. But you just learn how to tailor your smile to not show as much gum. Like if you you like smile like this and you show a lot of gum, then just pull it back a little bit. Like work on it. Just do this.
Yeah. What if you?
No, but like I don't know. It's all about, because I know some people have more gum or more whatever, but I think adjusting your smile to where you do. I mean, because if you know that you look fat from a certain angle, then you try your best to take the picture at another angle to where you don't necessarily maybe look as fat. It's the same thing with taking a picture with, if you have too much gum, then just take it at an angle, take a picture, learn how to
or hide behind stuff.
Yeah. Or just
do the Cecil and
or do the what is it, the Home Improvement, where the neighbor
fence.
Just does that.
Wilson.
Do you ever see his face?
At the either the season finale or show finale.
Really?
I think you see him, yeah. And I remember...
Who was it? Was it like a famous person? Or
I mean, he was famous. He was on the show, yeah. But I don't know. I think he was a comedian or something, but I really don't remember who it was. But yeah, I remember that, always seeing that. And then whenever you did see him, you're like...
Yeah, but how crazy is it that like it's like the tease like that makes you like... No, I want to see his face. I want to see his face. But I also, it was kind of like, I wanted to see his face, but then I kind of didn't want to see his face.
Yeah.
Because if they did ever show me his face, I'd be like, oh, well, that takes away like the mystery of it all.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why they did it on the very end of the show.
Yeah.
But I think they did, unless I dreamt it, which sounds like I make things up all the time. I don't know if you know this.
I do a really good job of dreaming something and thinking it's true. Mm-hmm. And I'll go like years thinking it's true because I dreamt it one time. And so I think it's a reality.
Yeah.
And then turns out it's not true.
Well, what's the like, I can't remember what it's, some sort of phrase, not Hakuna Matata. That is a wonderful phrase though. But you know how every herd something, didn't we talk about this already? Haven't we mentioned it before?
I don't think so, but I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if we talked about this on the pod, but do you remember when I said those blow up things that you put on your hands to punch your brother back in the day. And I
said,
sock 'em boppers, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought that they were called.
Yes.
But they are soccer boppers.
Yes. We talked about that.
But this, I guess that kind of, that doesn't really, we talked about it on the pod?
Mm-hmm.
When? I thought we were in the car and talked about it.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the podcast.
Oh, well, anyway, it's soccer boppers now because Rock'em Sock'em Robots got upset and they made them change the name because it was too close. I know. I never even played Rock'em Sock'em. Have I?
I have.
Do you remember the game called what? I can't even remember what it's called. It was called Backlash or Whiplash or something. I can't remember
Sucker
what it
and
was called.
Succotash.
No, that was the Looney Tunes.
Oh, okay.
What is it called?
Rando question.
Yes.
And I was talking to someone about this the other day, but what is there a cartoon that you watched as a kid that you are going to make your kids watch?
Rocket Power.
Dude, I was thinking that was yours for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wiggity
wiggity wiggity wiggity wiggity wiggity wiggity wiggity. Don't be a shooby, dude.
Damn, dude, I haven't watched that in forever.
It's gonna. I would say that, and then I don't know what yours would probably be. SpongeBob, I'm sure. Maybe.
No, mine initially was like even earlier. Looney Tunes. I
never watched the Looney Tunes, but I know every fucking character because of Six Flags.
Dude, we would watch it. So we had a ton of VHSs of Looney Tunes. Oh. So we would watch that all day long.
Maybe I did watch it. I just don't. I don't really know how the episodes went. Like, I do remember that they would like spotlight a character that I didn't like, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like the big chicken.
Oh yeah, that guy? Foghorn Leghorn.
No, that's not his name, is it? Tweety, the big ass,
the big chicken.
Oh, Tweety's the little ass one. Is he a Looney Tune?
Yeah.
And Sylvester and Elmer Fudd. These are all.
Yep.
What is?
My dad has collectibles.
Daffy, not Daffy, but Darkwing. No, what's
Daffy Duck?
Who's the sailor duck? Donald Duck.
Donald Duck, not Looney Tunes.
What is he?
That's
Disney.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh, so Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, why did I never see Bugs and him interact?
Yeah, no. My dad had, I think it was Taco Bell or something like that, did this like promotional thing where they, with every meal, they would give away glasses.
Yes.
That had the
Don't we
Looney
have
Tunes on
some?
them.
Or doesn't Greg have some that we took?
No, we don't have any. My dad has them. And, Dad, I hope you don't die anytime soon. In 75 years, when you finally pass away, I would like to have those.
Was that the code word for me to go murder your dad?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and get rid of it.
Let's make sure we cut this.
Okay, yeah. But
Cecil, you're my favorite person.
I was wondering that, and then along with what's a childhood movie that you want your kids to watch?
That one may have to. Well, it's not really a childhood movie, but pretty much any Jim Carrey movie.
Yes.
But if you're talking about like a kid-ass movie, maybe the Pokemon movie. That would be like one that I would be really, really into them watching.
Remember when we went through this weird like nostalgic phase when we were in college, and we started watching Yu-Gi-Oh all over again.
Yes.
We watched the Pokemon movie. We started like going back through the stuff that we watched as a kid. Turns out some stuff doesn't hold up. Some stuff does.
Yeah, it's very like it's so much geared towards kids, and whenever you grow up and you get old and sickly and cynical and you hate everybody and you think about killing yourself while you're at your desk while writing insurance claims. But whenever you go back and watch those shows, they're just a big ball of cheese, dude. It's fucking cheesy. It's like with Yu-Gi-Oh, the heart of the cards.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up and
so
get
good.
the fuck out of
No. So when like with Pokemon, when Pikachu would like get blasted with like a ray of sunshine, he would get like,
he's electric. That wouldn't affect him.
Yeah, I know, but he would get hit with something,
fire, right?
And he would like fall down and be like,
Yep.
And he'd be like, no, Pikachu. And like the whole time, like as a kid, you're like, oh my God.
No, Pikachu.
And it's like super dramatic. It's like, and as an adult, you're like,
and Ash, and their eyes always go like this. They always like sprinkle. They're like, the anime eyes. Yes. And they're like, I'd be like, get the up, Pikachu. You gonna fight or not? I just spit everywhere. But also, don't make fun of Pikachu, okay?
Okay.
Because I've been playing Pokemon Go. Yes, I'm 30 almost, and I play Pokemon Go. You gonna fuck me or not? Someone is.
Maybe. Probably not.
Just kidding. We held hands for the first time.
And that's it.
Yesterday, and that's it. And I didn't put my hand anywhere else.
All right, you probably just stop there.
So what
before you incriminate yourself?
So other than holding hands, Colton, what is your favorite sexual act to do?
I mean, probably when I'm.
I thought you were gonna go probably when I'm.
No.
Oh.
I was gonna say probably when I'm. No.
Hey, I'll kill him. Who is it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with being gay.
Gay. I can't. I don't know if I can say that in confidence yet.
Oh, I got one. I wrote this down. Sorry, I just yelled. I just stepped on your punchline again because this is all about me, I guess.
Yeah.
How about when people say the joke whenever I'll say something like, say you're just talking with like coworkers and you're like, yeah, well, I don't really. Oh, you make a joke like, oh, you've been drinking a little bit too early. It's like 9:30 or something, and then they go, only on Wednesdays. Shut the fuck up with that, dude. Oh. I hate that.
Or
only on
Wednesdays.
What if shut the fuck up.
What about only on days that end in Y?
Oh, that makes me want to punch a child that I see, and if it's a child that says that, I'm going to punch that child probably.
Well, and that goes back to what we've talked about in the past. When people aren't funny,
yeah,
they have to
like us.
Yeah, they have to find things that they've heard recycled before
and complain
and then
about
say them. And then ordinary, boring people are like, "That's so funny."
Yes,
and it's like that's not.
Yeah, and it goes back to the, is it free if it doesn't scan?
Yeah,
or. Man, there was I had one and then I lost it.
It's just like it's super rude, but like you're boring.
Yes, dude.
You're boring and you're not funny if you use those kind of jokes. And hey, if you do them every once in a while, because there are times where I will make like a softball joke,
yes,
just to get a laugh out of the
course.
people in the office, because I know their sense of humor and it's very diluted, and you can say whatever and it'll make them laugh. So I'm like, well, it'll get a laugh, and I like getting a laugh.
Yeah.
But if that's all you got, are those kind of jokes, then you need to really start to work on your sense of humor.
Yeah, because it's not up to par.
Yeah.
Golf. What about when you say a joke that's clever and it's very clever and someone goes, ba-dum-bum.
Oh, no.
Ba-dum-dum.
Don't do that.
Or they'll go, ba-dum, and you're like, you suck.
Yeah, that ruined it.
Like if I make a really good pun and somebody goes, ba-dum-bum, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I didn't have anything else, but yeah, that was... That it just makes me cringe for them.
Yes.
Like when someone isn't funny, and I just want to show them this podcast and show them that nobody is funny. But I guess, okay, back to, am I gay? No, back to earlier. Well, I lost it again. I keep throwing myself off the scent. Croissant. Do you like croissants? Are you a croissant guy?
Yes.
Oh, dude. If you don't like a croissant, you're damn crazy.
So, well, when it comes to a breakfast sandwich, there are always, not always, but a lot of times there are different options. You can go with like an English muffin.
Yes.
You can go with a biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
You can go with a bagel, or you can go with a croissant. Out of those four, what's your top choice?
Dude, this sounds super lame and old. I used to be all about them biscuits, right? But then when I heard you could throw a fucking croissant on stuff, started going for croissants. But when I go to MacD's, short for McDonald's Incorporated. I go English muff.
No,
I know it's so dry and gross, but it's also so good at the same time.
I really like for McDonald's. Well, I do the McGriddle.
Well, they don't have them anymore, right?
What?
I don't think so.
Since when? I mean, I haven't gotten it forever.
Maybe I just don't order it. But yes, the McGriddle. What did they do? Put a pancake and infuse it with shit?
Yeah, they squirt what is it?
Syrup?
Syrup. No, they put syrup inside. I can't say it. I really like bagels.
You've been going to McDonald's.
I like down in
Dum. I thought you were gonna hit me with it. Down in Dallas.
Down in
up and.
I was gonna say yeah. So bagels or croissants? Croissants probably my number one.
I think bagels last.
Bagels great. Do you like bagels with cream cheese?
Yes. I think actually now biscuit is last for me. Then bagels, then Ingy Muff, and then croissant.
The only time biscuits are any good is if there's gravy all smothered
100%. Now, I found out that that's only a Southern thing.
Really?
People just don't eat biscuits and gravy and sausage everywhere. It's a bunch of baloney. But we also don't eat bullshit that
bologna.
The Northerns. I love bologna. If you don't like bologna, you're fucking crazy. It's all of the bullshit meat that you like, ham, turkey, human, all mixed up together, grinded up into one loaf, dude.
Yeah. So I like fried bologna.
Fry that shit up, and I am having a great Christmas. Seriously. I love fried bologna.
I haven't had it in a while, and I used to... Because we used to eat a shit ton of bologna as a kid. Right. And so after a while, I was like, I don't want to... I've grown out of it.
I get it.
But in college or after college, I had fried bologna, and I was like, Jesus, that's so fucking good.
Dude, throw some...
Fried Spam?
Fried Spam is so good.
So good.
The nasty meat that's high in sodium, high in fat... Well, it's good, and that's the reason why. Because it's high in the things you don't want.
By the way, what about Vienna sausages?
Yeah, those were always weird to me because apparently you're just supposed to eat them room temperature.
Yes.
And no.
Oh, they're good.
That's weird.
They're good. I haven't had them in a while, but they're good. Also, I don't know why, but every time I eat them, I have this fear of cutting my lips on the can. Well,
are you putting your mouth over the can?
Yeah. Is that not how you're...
No, grab a fork, dude.
I thought you were supposed to go fish it out with your tongue.
Oh.
And if you get a cut from the aluminum, then
aluminium. Then you sue Vienna sausages. Who is still buying these fucking things?
I don't know, but I want some.
I do too, actually. What about those little mini sausages that you put in a crock pot? The little Smokies, and then you throw barbecue sauce in there and just let it. Dude, the only time I liked going to church was the nights that my pastor, who I believe is in jail, not my pastor, but the music person who I believe is in jail now for, can you guess why, Colton?
No. Did he touch you?
No, auto theft. And so... No, he didn't touch me, and I'm pissed. I thought he always thought he was handsome, but no, he didn't really. I just wanted to set up the joke and do the little misdirection, but yeah, he f***ed me. But no, he would always make these little Smokies and put them in a crock pot, throw barbecue sauce in there. The only reason I like going to church, dude.
Hey, there's nothing like a great potluck when you know that 75% of the people that are bringing food from for the potluck are enormously overweight.
Those are the best
Those
ones.
are the best because know why is it I trust someone who is extremely overweight to cook me anything.
Yeah, because they know what tastes good. And,
I'm like, you know what you know what you're doing. And that's probably mean and rude and
no. If you see a skinny ass cook, they're bringing lettuce.
Yeah, it's I don't want what you're bringing, vegan bullshit.
Yeah. Nobody even invited you, Greg. Just kidding. We always invite Greg because he makes so much good things for me
Yeah,
and brings me sweets. And he's trying that. You know what? I came to this conclusion just now, and I think you also did. And we'll say it at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. He's trying to bring us sweets home to fatten us up, so he's the sexiest one in this house. Wow, I can't believe we both said that at the same time.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Sorry. No, but
you didn't even try. You just you were like,
what are you gonna say? So no, for as sexy and as good shape as he's in, he does not. He eats.
He eats like
worse
shit.
Than I do.
Yeah, he goes to fucking crumble cookies every night.
Well, he like a lot of his meals, like throughout the day, he's done a good job of. But then at night,
yeah.
And don't tell Kristen this because
she's not here.
She's
rip.
She's not supposed to know this, but he definitely cheats on his meals. Like
my God.
No.
Oh, Jesus. No. I thought you were going to say something else.
He always eats like sugary stuff, but then we're not supposed to tell Kristen.
Right. But
and
also,
I hope she's not out there listening right now to me saying that he's always eating sugary sweet.
Yeah, but also he works out all day. He's a CrossFit trainer, so what do you expect? But if you find out your CrossFit trainer's eating Reese's Puffs and eating chili dogs all day, you're going to be like, what is up, man?
And they'll just tell you, hey, I do this all day long. F off.
Yeah, Greg says that to his clients.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? This has been a great episode. Honestly, in my damn opinion, this is the best one we've ever had that we recorded tonight.
Yeah.
But the rest have been absolutely dreadful. Honestly, you should check out how shitty they are. I think this might be reverse and it might work. But
just go back through and watch all of them.
Yeah, the past 50 that we've done sucked. Now this is the pinnacle of our generation.
Uh-huh.
And I'll raise a cup or glass that's not alcoholic because I can't drink because of my spinny head. But Colton, I think you know who we're trying to throw it to before we leave. What's her name?
Clancy.
Her name?
Her?
What's her name? Name? Tech 9? I was trying to say, doesn't he say her name?
No, what's my name?
What's my name? Why did I think it was her? I'm just trying to cover up the fact that I called Clancy a woman.
Yeah, you asshole.
Oh, who's texting you, bitch? Jesus.
No one, but I got all my rings.
Yeah, close them, but you don't have a wedding ring. All right, Colton, ready?
All right, cool. Love you.
Yep.